Okay, so the last key section of questions that came through was about reports, which everyone's always interested in. How can they get their hands on the information? We've got a few different ways that I'll quickly run through. First of all, we've got a basic builder. So depending on if you had a set of standard reports that you wanted to build up, I've just done one very briefly, which I'll pick some projects for, just a basic project information status. Anything that we build in here can then be exported to Word, Excel, PDF, CSV, depending on what the report is and your purposes for it.
So this would be good if you dump it out to a CSV, and then it's easily put into your annual report if you do such a thing, right? So you've got the raw data to format into an annual report type format.
So Guy, those days of hand preparing the 2 pages might be over.
He won't know.
You just get obsessed with tweaking the formatting now.
We have also built quite a lot of reporting tools or access into the interface itself. I got the sense when we were talking to you last time, as is the case with a lot of organisations, that some people just like to get their hands on the data and do what they need to do. You might get a different request every month from a different person, depending on what it is. So we've built this portfolio export. So from the portfolio screen here, if I go to this export tab, I can choose and filter my tree on the left-hand side, or take the whole lot out and choose exactly what it is that I'm looking for to report on today. So in this case, my finance manager has come along and wants a bunch of financials. But you can see here I could pull out projections, resources, schedule, tasks, and I'm just going to hit export, which will, for everything that I've selected, which is pretty much all my projects here, that's given me now a spreadsheet out of the raw data. It's split out so you can easily do VLOOKUPs and to your heart's content, or whatever you might need to do with that. So that can be done on schedules, financials, resources very quickly. Within the user interface itself, I've shown you the power within the Show Children and how you can group things within that. One thing that we didn't look at is the financials, so I'm just going to go through for a particular program, which is livestock production, and look at the financials for this program. I'm going to show children to give me all these projects underneath it, and I'm going to look at the entity is the project code. I think you can see we've got some inbuilt pivot tools here on the left if I wanted to start changing what I was seeing in the graph, and here it's all really interactive. This is my income by project for the financials I've got in here. We've got a grid functionality in the UI where again I can group, if I just need to get a snapshot of something on screen, or at this point for the detailed financials, here again I can export, which will give me my financials. Here's all my numbers for all the projects.
So if a director like Guy wanted to see the revenue coming in for the next 12 months by month for all of his projects, he could get that straight out.
Yeah.
Either
He
on the
could
screen
either on the screen,
Or as an export.
You can see it as a
Or as
graph
an
on the
export.
screen, or have the data exported if somebody wants
I
to
might
play with it
take
themselves.
entity code. So at the moment this is forecast and actual income and expenses by project.
Yeah.
So if that was a report that you might run, like for example, Guy might want to look at once a month,
Yep.
you just save it and run it when you...
Yeah, so the first report I showed you that can be exported to PDF and things like that, part of the initial time to understand your requirements would be about building up that set of what are things that people need to come in and run once a month, and building that in there.
Can they be scheduled to run?
Yep.
Yes.
And email, I understand.
Yep.
Yep.
And then reminders and upgrades as to where things haven't happened.
But perhaps to finish on, because it's...
And the code of death.
Let's finish on the
Portfolio
portfolio
No
screen,
one's
yeah.
come and tried to take the room off us, so we'll just keep going and whoever kicks us out if you want to.
I guess
Is it
the...
booked tonight?
Hmm?
Is it booked for after 2?
Yeah, but no one's turned up
Well, let's
yet.
just get to the portfolio screen.
I'll get to
at
the
least.
portfolio screen in case we do get kicked out.
If we, yeah, because then
The key, I guess the most powerful view that we've got here is our portfolio screen. We've seen some parts of it, but just to explain what else you could do quickly, I'm just going to, I might want to see for my projects, where are they? Funnily enough, they're in New South Wales, which is handy. Next to that, I might want to see my external funding, and perhaps I'm interested in expenses. That sounds good. So you can set this screen up depending on who the user is and what's important to them, so that they've got that snapshot of information every time they come in. This can be, it's interactive even now I've set it up. I might only want to look at my soils projects, so I just unselect the rest, and now I've got soils and soil productivity. Or I might be interested in absolutely everything, but only things that are in the submitted phase. So it's fully interactive. These are just the standard widgets that we've got in here, but again, in that initial period of understanding what works for you and your team, we can look at other things which might be useful on a day-to-day basis.
So if we put all our research stations in, for example, we could look at projects by research station.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Any classification that you want to organise how you wish to see things
Yeah.
is completely doable.